Senior BJP leader L.K. Advani has spoken exclusively to Times Now. He says A.K. Antony's statements differ from the Ministry of Defence's earlier statement.
Day after 5 Indian soldiers have been killed at the LOC, I'm joined by senior leader of the BJP. Mr. L.K. Advani, there has been a statement made by the government, by the defense minister, that these were people in Pakistani uniform. Do you somewhere think that there is a sense of denial within the government on who are these infiltrators and whether there is attack from across the border or not?
It was as a result of the issue being raised in Parliament yesterday by the Bharatiya Janata Party members that the Speaker asked the Defence Minister to make a formal statement in the House as to how these 5 Indian soldiers have been killed. And in the afternoon, the statement made at 3 o'clock by the Defence Minister said that if I were to quote him, he said that a patrol of Indian Army comprising of 1 non-commissioned officer and 5 other ranks was ambushed on our side of line of control in Poonch sector of J&K on August 6th. In the ensuing firefight, 5 Indian soldiers were martyred and 1 soldier was injured. The ambush was carried out by approximately 20 heavily armed terrorists along with persons dressed in Pakistan Army uniforms. Now this statement of the Defence Minister is contradicted by a Press Information Bureau Defence Wing official press release, which has a longish report saying that a patrol of Indian Army comprising of 1 non-commissioned officer and 5 other ranks was ambushed by a Pak or border action team close to the line of control in Poonch sector of J&K early morning on 6 August. In the ensuing firefight, 5 Indian soldiers were martyred. The ambush was carried out by approximately 20 heavily armed terrorists along with soldiers of the Pak Army.
So there is a difference that has been expressed by the Defence Ministry statement and the statement made by the Defence Minister on the floor of the House.
Both are official statements. Therefore it is that the leader of the opposition in the House today, Sushma ji, raised the issue of the contradiction between what the Defence Ministry has said officially in a formal statement released to the press and what the minister himself has said. Obviously, what the minister has said exonerates Pakistan government from responsibility for the death of these, for the martyrdom of these soldiers, whereas the Defence Ministry has acknowledged that it was a Pak border action team close to the line of control in Poonch sector which has been guilty of this particular tragedy. Now, I have told the government personally also, and earlier Sushma ji raised the issue in the House as leader of the opposition, that until the truth is told by the Defence Minister himself as to who is responsible. Otherwise, the Defence Minister's statement as issued till today exonerates Pakistan government from responsibility.
You've demanded that the government come clean on this entire issue.
But the Defence Minister, who has yesterday made a formal statement in the House practically exonerating Pakistan government for responsibility of the death of these 5 soldiers.
Do you think this is an issue of privilege as raised by Mr. Yashwant Sinha, or does this go beyond that?
The privilege issue will come up in course of time. But today, the leader of the opposition in the House, Sushma Swaraj, had given notice of suspension of question hour, and I'm grateful to the Speaker for having allowed her to speak And she spoke all this, and later on I had occasion to speak personally to the Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, and I told him that what is needed is for the Defence Minister himself to tell the Parliament and the people what is the truth, and how does he explain the contradiction that the Defence Ministry has officially issued in respect of the statement that he has made. The statement that he has made doesn't blame Pakistan government. It talks about, whereas the official statement of the Defence Ministry blames Pakistan government. And I think that at the moment, if Pakistan government can do this, what they have done, there is no justification for having talks and dialogue with them.
That's my next question to you. The government has come out, the government has already come out and said that in September at the UNGA, the Prime Minister will speak with Nawaz Sharif.
I have already said what I wanted to say, namely that first of all, the country would like to know what is the truth, because the Defence Minister's statement made in the House yesterday doesn't tally, is not identical to what the Defence Ministry has officially told the people.
Mr. L.K. Advani, my last question to you. The Prime Minister has called the BJP for talks this evening on the border issue with Bangladesh. Do you think the issue of Pakistan will also feature, and what will be the BJP's position?
I cannot say, because we have been invited for at the Prime Minister's house in connection with the Bangladesh issue.